Hang on, everyone. Hang on. Jesus Christ. We'll see if this will go. Hang on. There we go. Hang on. Here we go. Bro, my shit just ate shit. My shit just ate shit. My shit just ate shit. It's usually around the same time. I don't know why. It's like every time it's the same time. It's right around like the 5-6 hour mark. It just crashes the fuck out. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, this is actually really fucking annoying. Sai, are you still in here? I know, dude. I'm being silenced by the woke mob. It's fucking insane. Sai, are you still in here? Do you have time this weekend? It's the Streamlabs, dude. I don't know why it keeps eating shit for me. Will you show me how to do OBS? I'm like way too fucking stupid to do OBS. I've tried multiple times. If you are feeling particularly kind and gracious, I would be so happy if you could help me set up my Streamlabs or my OBS, because I have OBS, but Streamlabs, I don't know why, it just fucking crashes the fuck out on me for no fucking reason, and it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Right around the 5 hour mark, it just crashes the fuck out on me. It drives me nuts, dude. That's fine. I usually don't do multi-chat. I usually just like pop out my I usually just pop out my chat. Okay. Yeah. If you have time this weekend, I'll ping you. We'll do it this weekend, okay? We'll do it this weekend sometime. I'll ping you. And you can help me do it, because I struggle. I struggle really fucking hard with OBS. So, if you have the ability to help me, that'd be super cool. Okay, let's finish this up, guys.
Hold on, but I want to make something clear to you, Fauji, because I think you've missed this part. This is very important to understand. Everything that has been used against her, she set the standard for. She started the gender thing. Nobody else did. I didn't do it. Lio didn't do it.
Yeah, how dare you play the woman card?
She did it. She did it on Blue Sky, and after that, she did that in Malcolm's server. So as far as I'm concerned, you can't complain about like she's bragged about it. Like she's like, oh, I called him a basic white boy, right? And he got mad. Well, first off, like that's actually a lie. In that there were a lot of back and forths before she said that, but whatever. The point I'm getting at though is then I replied with she was a basic white vagina, right? Like to me, like once I was tone matching. Once you set that standard, I'm gonna go roll in the mud with you. I don't care. If you want to raid my server, I'll raid your server back, right? You want to spam my server with porn, I'll spam your server with porn.
Why am I so small?
I don't do this moral high ground shit. I just want to be better at you than you at the worst things you could possibly do to me. That's what matters. I'm a Discord spur, as Beckett would put it.
I'm correct, Bob.
So,
oh my God.
I mean, it's like with Malcolm. Like if Malcolm had said, yes, you raided the server, he was about to get 100+ people raiding his server.
Which would be really gay, by the way.
The only people that entered at the time was 3 people.
I'm literally just a girl. Why is everybody picking on me?
From my server, maybe 4 at the most. I never posted his link in my server. There was no raid. It didn't happen. Didn't exist. Sai made it up. And unfortunately for us all, Sai has hidden her her Discord account behind a fucking Patreon. If that weren't the case, I would have actually during this stream raided her fucking server. So the reality of the situation is like, no, like don't.
Hot take. I think that's gay. I think that we should just not gay ops each other. That's just kind of my hot take. I think that we should just not do that.
Don't come at a troll and then expect anything other than this in return.
Again, I don't avow rating of servers. I want to make that very clear. I think Gilded has a right to respond to that. To the people who are saying, oh, it's clarification, it's not a joke.
What?
Why would you clarify if... Okay, why would you clarify... Okay.
This thing is...
I have to be... I have to be very honest.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
T'ha dedicat donatet $5 through Superchat. Ara for the WhatsApp action is this the brown stream implanting genius and listening.
Oh, thank you so much, CD the Cat. Good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. Everybody witness, please.
joke. I don't. It doesn't
undo
that.
It doesn't
Yeah.
unrape the child. I'm sorry.
The metaphorical child has been
crucified.
raped.
And I will say this. I'll kick if Sai wishes to call in. She has my DMs. I can add her. I can kick Gilded out if that's a request. I could.
And I want to be really clear as well. No one is sat here being like, "Well, Sai's made the joke, therefore now Sai is evil." We're just like, dude, you're doing the.
Sai made the joke. Now for Sai is raped. Okay. Now we have established that Sai is raped. Okay. Now the raping is equal. Okay. Now everyone has been raped and we're all on equal footing.
Thing. You're doing the thing you're getting on other people for. Why? Just shut up.
But on the other side of the coin, I think Fauci and Beckett and everybody in here is wrong about one thing. I won that Discord interaction because unlike Ryo,
you did not.
I took none of it seriously.
Are you talking about this one, or are you talking about your
this one in your server? No, in your server.
Oh, there was no winning with this. The Malcolm one is.
Yeah. No, the Malcolm one. I don't think anybody won. I think me and Sai both looked like.
You know who won? Me, bitch.
Retards in that.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Me, bitch.
Yeah, but in the Creator Clash room,
everyone hates to see a hot girl winning. I don't know what to say.
I think I won in so much as I did not take it at all seriously, at all whatsoever. So I thought the idea of seriously engaging.
Well, I mean, Malcolm did the same thing. He just turned up to poke.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
I did turn up to poke because Lyo is a fat little fucking freak who's too scared to talk in a Discord call. That's why he loves to talk shit like Gossip Girly and all these little Discord chats and in people's YouTube chats and shit like that. But like, he's just so bitch made. He's such a fucking pussy, and it's just funny to me. It's actually really fucking funny to me, and I love that I get under his. I love that I get under his blubber. It's like about this thick. It's very difficult to do. But if you go at the right angle, you can actually get under his skin. It's kind of like a scaly, weird. I mean, he doesn't shower and he doesn't moisturize. I'm sure men usually don't take very good care of themselves, especially geriatric obese men. But like, you can get under there. And I know I get under his skin because he tells me to kill myself all the time. The good Christian, God-fearing man. You know?
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Rosell donatet $1 amb 99 centaus trucs superchat. Ivan Tossé Malcolm Balgliu.
Rosie, thank you for the $1.99, but I wouldn't be walking him, I would be rolling him. So let's be mindful there. Let's not be fat phobic, please. Everybody witness. Thank you kindly.
And to Malcolm's credit, he said that that's what he was going to do. I appreciate Malcolm for that.
Thank you.
There was a constructive conversation in there, though, that you might have missed.
Which one?
Between Malcolm and I. We were talking about guns. It was very constructive.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
I'm telling you guys, the friends were the rape that we made along the way.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Sai donatet $5 trucs superchat. Gil actuallivanta't to fight mon llores tramcausa I callet I ma basic white boy. LOL.
Thank you for the $5, Sai, everybody witness. I literally was crashing the fuck out watching Beckett and you talk because what happened very distinctly was like everybody was fighting in the Casa Bonita chat and I was like, stop, this is my girl time chat. Fuck you guys. I'm trying to read about I'm reading my daily gossip column. Stop. Go to debates. And then everybody went to debates and they wouldn't shut the fuck up. And then I started streaming and everybody was still going and wouldn't shut the fuck up. So I was like, if you guys are going to fucking do this, just come on stream and make me money. I don't want to sit here and have to like keep my eye on this so nobody like says a slur or something. I don't want to babysit this chat while I'm trying to fucking do something. So you can come on stream. And then Gilded joined and I was like, what do you want? And he was like, oh, I thought that Sai was coming on. And that's when I pinged you. So it wasn't like anybody got like arm twisted into fucking anything. The assumption is that somebody was coming on to argue on stream because I was like, I am not fucking guarding this chat. That's literally what I said. And so I was furiously typing this to Beckett. I was like, because the first person that came into my waiting room was Gilded, and I was like, what do you want? And he was like, oh, I thought that I was arguing with Sai. And I was like, oh, well then I'll just ping Sai. Like I literally just fucking work here, okay? I am tired of getting caught by like the ballistic like hip fire, okay? Because I just fucking work here, okay?
I saw that. Yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those things where it's like, I agree that this is a culture clash thing. I'm not gonna leak.
I also only thought it was gonna be like 5 minutes. It ended up being a lot longer than I wanted it to be. But I mean, whatever. It's fun to just like roll in the mud, you guys. It's fun to just roll around in the mud sometimes, and that's okay. It's okay to just like have fun, like playing in the slop. That's totally fine.
People who have discussed this with us privately about it, but other people who do not want to be involved have been like, yeah, this is a culture clash thing. I don't hate. Go on.
Yeah, somebody else is.
I think realistically, part of it is a culture clash, but I think that there's a lot more moving parts here than just that. But I don't disagree that it is certainly a culture clash. Like I said the exact same thing to Beckett, and I said the same thing to Falgi, and they both agree. It's like, if you are not used to people behaving this way, and like Gilded is like an old school troll. He just says shit. He doesn't fucking care. If you're not used to that, it can be really jarring. And so a lot of people are kind of like docile about people like Pooh, who just like will say shit to say shit. Some people are really taken back by that, and then other people are just like, oh, that's just like kind of how he is. There is certainly a component of some kind of culture clash, but even within the culture clash, I think it's fair to say, like, I think that this is over the line. Like, I can understand that Gilded is just throwing shit around. I totally understand. And I understand that he just wants to trigger everybody. And whatever. I mean, trigger away, I suppose. But there are still things that he does, even as a troll, where I'm just like, yeah, I still think that's inappropriate. Even though you are still trying to like beta reaction or like go to reaction onto somebody, there are just some things that I don't think are appropriate, and I think it's wrong, and that's fine. But I don't think that that's hard to say. I can accept both. I can accept like, oh, this is just kind of like the way that he likes to spend his time on the internet. That's okay. That's cool. I can still criticize it. Even if it's a joke. Like, even if somebody tells a joke that I don't like, I can still criticize the joke. I'm joking doesn't really like always work. Like, it can work, but it's like, I can still criticize it. Like, if somebody tells a shitty joke, I can still have criticisms of the joke. That doesn't mean that I'm like, no, jokes are illegal. It just means that I didn't like that joke, and this is my issue with it, right?
Saying that I made a joke or something. I didn't make a joke. I made a joke in response to her joke. I didn't even, like, in that moment, I didn't really, like, process what she was saying, right? I didn't, like, so, like, I can understand how people could read your son.
No, I agree. Saying, like, that's why I said that, like, we have a rape review intro here, you guys. I literally just said the friends, you know, the friends that we made were the raped along the way. You can make jokes. The reality is that pretty much anything can be a joke. Literally anything. It just has to be funny. And humor is subjective. So some people are really not going to like that. And that's okay. I don't think that threatening somebody is a joke. I don't think that's a joke. And that's where I would say I'm done with it. Because, like, we are literally here right now being like, oh, Lio Convoy was like, have you ever been raped? And it's like, who among us is the most raped? Like, we can joke about that. That's okay. But if I started going like, I'm going to, like, or people started making jokes like threatening to go and rape somebody, I'm like, that's not funny. There's not a joke there. You're just like threatening to rape somebody, and I don't think that's funny. That's different, right? And I think that it's all getting like jumbled together, and it's very frustrating to try to pick through, right?
And like, it just, like, I am so used to these kinds of like jokes and shit that it just didn't.
It's like the humor where it's like, I think that racialized humor can be funny. Racialized humor can absolutely be funny, but just like spamming the N-word isn't funny. Like, you can tell like a joke that has racial undertones or like a racial punchline, and it's funny, and people will laugh at it, and people will like it, and people won't get mad at you. But just like spamming the N-word is not a joke. Like, these are the differences, right? Like, you can certainly tell a joke that contains a racial slur, and people will think it's funny, and they enjoy it, and they laugh along with it, and they're like, cool, great joke. But just literally calling somebody the N-word as a joke is like not funny. You're just rage baiting. And I don't really love that type of humor. So again, humor is subjective. Everybody finds different things funny. I don't think that shit is kind of funny. So I don't care, you know? I don't know.
Really like hit me until your stream. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I completely misunderstood it.
Because, and again, like, it's one of those things where I don't think people realize like how little of a deal this is, like, to most of us. It's like, oh, you said an edgy joke.
Are we still talking about this? I'm so focused on the.
No, it's a huge deal, dude. She's got my full undivided attention, right? So like, everybody's like, for example, I think Fauci said like going into somebody's server, public server, or no, it was Patreon. The Lio going into her server to look into it is bad or cringe or whatever.
It's cringe.
Or weird.
He made a public thing about it.
I mean, what do you mean made a public thing about it?
Like, he openly says we're logging her server, makes a thread, and say, "Here, everybody, go through the logs."
I think that's fine.
I think it's cringe. Personally, I do.
No.
Stuff behind doors.
I think it's fine. I have added everybody in my server to raid, and part of that, what goes along with that, is actually logging. And so on top of that, though, I'm going to dig through all the Kiwi farms on Psy. I'm going to go through every YouTube video, every fucking tweet, every Blue Sky post, everything. And in fact, I should probably create a room in my server for other people to do that as well. No, like, it's
speaking just quickly. Like, I did see one thing. I don't know if we'll get there in this. So I just thought I'd highlight it here. So someone mentioned one thing to me about this chat combo where I was like,
I just don't think that there's really like Like, I could be wrong. Sai could be a hidden rapist. It's totally possible. But I just don't think there's like anything there. Like, I would imagine that most everything that is worth being talked about is public, right? Like, I would imagine so. I could be totally wrong. And obviously, if it comes out that Sai is like a giga rapist, I disagree with that, obviously. But I don't really know if there's like, I don't know. It's kind of like there has to be a market for it, right? There has to be like a market for that kind of content, and I don't know if that many people care that much about this drama, but I mean, I don't know. Like, if your server is public, like I tell people all the fucking time, I'm like, there are people in here that are rats. There are. So don't post like your credit card with the PIN unless you're sending that to me. That's really important. I would like you to send me your credit card number with the PIN, please. It's very important. And your mother's maiden name. That'd be great. But like, you know, I tell people all the time, I'm like, it's a public Discord server. So if somebody like jumps in and is like, oh my God, screenshot, and they send it somewhere else, it's like, well, it's a public Discord server. That's okay. You know, just be mindful that it is public, right? Again, I don't know. Maybe Sai has like a rape room in there that I haven't heard about, but either way, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like there's not an audience for it because I think that people like this kind of shit, like the digging. Like people really like the digging. They really enjoy it, but it has to be like against somebody that is like worth talking about. I guess I just don't know if there's an audience for it. I don't know. I guess we'll see either way, but. We will be reviewing the ultimate Sai rape review on my stream sometime soon, apparently. Everybody get ready for your ultimate Sai rape review. All right, let's continue.
Well, this is gay ops. I was doing gay ops.
Yeah,
it's not.
I did. It's for your rape review, so I can't wait.
It's not definitionally gay ops. It would be gay ops if Lyo sent in spies to do this quietly, very subtly, and was trying to manipulate things to bring out a hit piece. Lyo didn't do that. He just pulled the server, which is a public server, and started going through it, which is retarded, by the way. It was an incredibly fucking dumb thing to do, but it's not gay ops. It's like he's doing it literally out in the open.
That's just why I do it in the open, by the way, so I can't get accused of that.
Yeah, this just isn't what gay ops is. And I think this is another thing that's kind of annoying about Sai. She did the same thing about the recording cool stuff, where she was like, this is weird. I don't know why you do this in the art commentary. This is standard for multiple.
I mean, it's still gay ops even if you say it publicly, because I don't think that anybody would disagree with, especially Beckett would disagree with the idea that when Keffels, I think it was Keffels, was like, let's go ahead and make all of our avatars bisexual black lesbians pit crew avatars so we can infiltrate like Jai's server. That was definitely gay ops, even though she said publicly that's what she was going to do. So, I mean, just because they're, like, stupid enough to talk about it in public doesn't mean it's not gay ops, right? Like, you're trying to, like, sneak around, slither around. Like, I would still consider, like, what Keffels did to be gay ops, and then I would also say that this is gay ops. Just because you talk about it publicly doesn't necessarily mean that it's not gay ops. I guess that's me. That's my, actually moment for the stream. Thanks, guys.
Multiple communities. Sai talks like she knows these spaces and doesn't. She has no idea what these places are like. She's got no idea who she's
doesn't
actually interacting
with.
I
agree.
She doesn't know the creators.
Stupid
she doesn't
woman.
know any of our histories, and then comes in.
Dumb bitch.
Being authority. It's just fucking aggravating.
And gay.
I mean, the thing is like in my viewpoint, she just came in like, and it wasn't even just her. It was multiple members in Malcolm's server that were saying shit, and more importantly than his server, because the server wasn't actually that bad with it. It was primarily certain members of his chat, which, to be fair, a lot of that got disavowed by Malcolm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there were mods. Yeah, well, and I was saying mods did delete certain things that were said in Malcolm's YouTube chat. So I want to make this clear. I'm not mad at Malcolm at all. I think Malcolm's just a shit stirrer, right? Like, I'm
super mad at this Malcolm guy. This Malcolm guy fucking sucks.
He's not.
He's
like,
good at it as well.
Yeah, it's fine.
I like Malcolm very much. I think he's a really cool content creator. Again,
wow. I didn't know that I was gonna get my dick sucked tonight. Holy shit! Merry Christmas, guys.
To me, saying like, hey, I was just shit stirring. Yeah, and I kind of want to say this is all like started over. Actually, to be fair, this didn't just start over Dreamer. This started over Via Key. This starts months ago. Let it be real. Yep. This starts months ago.
Yeah, be real, guys.
Because the Via Key Lyo video drop.
Does everybody else in America have the problem where everybody thinks that 4th of July is like a week-long event? Like, why have we been lighting off fireworks for like 2 weeks? Why are we lighting off fireworks right now? Is it 4th of July right now? No, it's not. Literally, die. Die!
Drops. People are talking about it. The Rose.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing too. Is like from my perspective, this started with Dreamer. I have never seen Via Key's video. I don't even know who the fuck Via Key is. This started for me with the Dreamer call, truthfully, and then Usagi fighting with with Lyo. I think that that's the other thing too, is we have like 6 or 7 different like fucking contradictory or like, you know, parallel timelines. Everybody has a different reason for why they jumped in here, why they're getting in on the drama, why they want to talk shit, why they want to do this, why they want to do that, why they want to cover it. Everybody has a different like pinpoint in the timeline, and it's all just getting smashed together. And it's like fucking annoying because like I don't even know who the fuck Viaki is. I actually started doing this again because Usagi was fighting with Lyo. That's why. And Lyo decided to call me a baked potato, which again, fucking hilarious. Love it. Love it. You can buy a baked potato Malcolm shirt. My merch shop is right down here. You go on down there and you get yourself a Malcolm baked potato shirt. They're lovely. Okay, they're absolutely lovely. I'm actually going to buy myself one, and that's going to be my streaming shirt that I never wash because I want my kittens to know when I'm approaching. No, but like, I don't know who the fuck Viaki is. I don't know any of this shit. I'm involved because of like the former cringe like gay shit that Lyo did, and then the Usagi thing. If he didn't fucking say anything about me, I probably would have started. To be completely honest, I think he's cringe and he's gay, and I was just not even really that interested. But because he decided to call me a baked potato, I was like, that's it. That's it. Time to wrap up in foil and get in the oven. Let's go. Usagi shout out. Everybody witnessed Usagi. Yes, my favorite token transgender.
All gets brought up, which to be like, listen, to be fair, Ant gets really upset by that call because I know part of people would bring that up. I think it's kind of justifiable for that Rosa call to be fucking panned by everybody. It is an insane thing. And I will never, ever defend Lyo. I've yelled at Lyo for it.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah, I've yelled at Lyo for
no, I'll
that
defend
call.
him right now.
I will fucking kick your ass.
Yeah, like, it's, no, but like Ant's reaction to the Rosa call is completely understandable.
Yes.
And also, like, because people bring the Ant's Blue Sky tweet.
Yes.
It's completely reasonable.
All right. Is there anything else good in here? Let's go for it.
It's something I don't really care about. Like, listen, I disagree with Lyo. I know Lyo in the chat's like, no, Ant's been coming at me for months. Okay?
Lyo's the one that went after Ant. Oh my god, he's such a fucking liar. Oh my god, what the fuck, bro?
Liar!
He's literally a fucking liar. He's the one that started shit with Ant for no fucking reason. He's the one that had like the fucking anime villain monologue about Ant where he was like, you don't want me to start digging into your shit, kiddo. He's the one that fucking did that, bro. What?
I have a lot of shit to answer for every time somebody does a fucking stream on him. Every time. Is it all warranted? Maybe, maybe not. But
no, it's crybully bullshit. I also saw earlier that Lyo did tell me to kill myself again earlier because I saw that he was lurking in some chats, like talking shit or whatever. And I was like, you can come on and talk if you want. I'm streaming. And then he told me to kill myself again. And so I said, ditto, with a heart. And then everybody was like, Malcolm just told Lyo to kill himself. Like, everybody is so soft, you guys. Everybody is so soft. Everybody is so spineless. So spineless. So spineless.
like, I don't got a problem with Ant doing streams on Lyo. I never had a problem with Sai doing streams on Lyo. If I did, I would have said something.
Have you noticed, like, that none of us are sat through any of this being like, wow, Lyo's super basic fights. We're like, they're dumb.
No.
Stop doing them publicly.
Yeah.
I think
it's not even that. It's just, I think that the criticism, if we're being like totally honest, the criticism is like, he doesn't need puppy guarding, I think, is the criticism. I think that's more so the criticism, if I had to be, I guess, is pointed as I could be. It's that they're just like gun guarding him. Like, he can defend himself, but he's too bitch made to get on a call and do it. He can defend himself. I don't know why they have to do it for him. That would be like my criticism, right? Is like, why do we have to do a stream like kind of explaining Lyo's justification? Why can't Lyo just like sack up and do it himself? Really important question. And I'm going to say something kind of evil. And if I'm wrong, somebody can correct me.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Yes, Usagi, you
Meus
can.
excuses donatet que 2 trucs superchat. Usagi ara. Cani PLS va dir for free.
Everybody witness, thank you, Usagi. Usagi, DM me, I will buy you a shirt. I will buy you a shirt as a gift. Or I think I can do like a specific merch code just for you. And you get a discount. Is that okay? DM me, we'll talk. You deserve a shirt. DM me, we'll talk. We'll talk. All right.
I think this is also what's kind of annoying about the everyone sweeping for Lyo accusation. It's like, well, we're really not. We're just going, he's not doing anything that's going to, like, we need to cancel him. And, like, he's got better. He's not fucking doxing people. I guess, yeah, sure, the bar's in hell, but, like, yeah, he's just getting...
I'll probably do it I wonder if I can just do it right now. I don't know. My computer might shut out. I have to get off stream before I do this because my computer apparently it's not even my computer. It's Streamlabs. Streamlabs is being like so fucking gay. We're gonna switch to OBS. Sai just has to teach me how to use it. Sai has to teach me how to use it because I've never taught myself OBS. I downloaded it one time and I opened it and I was like, wow, this just gave me cancer, and then I closed it. So
involved in drama calls. Sometimes it's a sensible drama. Sometimes it's fighting someone like Viacquay, and it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? But in the same way that Chris comes to me and goes, why the fuck are you involved in this fight? This is actually what happened with the Tyler stuff. Chris came to me and was like, fucking told you so.
Yeah. Full disclosure, Chris has done that to me recently. As in
13-0, baby. 13-0. Undefeated.
Let's not talk about Chris's problems, okay? Because there are plenty there that we can. There's plenty.
Yeah, if you can just show me how to set it up, it's easy peasy. I have like all of my. I should find where all my shit is. I think everything's in the same area that I need it to be. I moved everything around this weekend. Let me just make sure while we're listening to this. Let me make sure all my shit is where it's supposed to be, because I reorganized like all of my files and shit as well. So like if I go in here, it should be all the GIFs that I have. Let me just double check really quick. Yeah, they're all here. I just don't know where my Catholic on Catholic violence one is. Hang on. That's the only one I don't know where it is. I have no idea where that is. I think it was Krim that made that for me. I can re-download it. We're good.
I think we can throw at him.
Yeah, like
there's not bad. But I'm 13-0.
Well, I just want to point out.
There isn't. Hold on a second. Hold on, just quickly.
Dude, these fucking hold on, wait. These fucking boots from the second monster, the gold one, they're pretty sweet. Sorry.
Thank you, Keemstar's ex-producer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Damn.
It was Krim,
Can
yeah.
we not talk about that? That's like
Didn't he call you on stream the other day and derail
You
everything?
should check your DMs, Chris.
Yeah, he did. He unironically did.
I don't even need to know what you just DM'd Chris to know.
Yeah,
what you DM'd Chris.
You're.
That's the funniest part.
I'm on Falgy stream. I can't call you a slur. I'm on Falgy stream.
You can say it.
remember that.
Just say it. Just say it.
No, I'm
Chris,
on Falgy stream.
Chris, implicate yourself for all the people to see, so they'll flip it and spread
I
it.
sent him the GIF.
Well, I just wanted to point out like important context to the rape joke thing that she's going on about. I don't know if you know this, but the person that she's defending here is a person that Viacquay accused of being a child groomer.
Is it?
Does anybody actually like unironically believe that it's like an unfair take to say that I don't think that rape is like an acceptable punishment for anything? Like, is that not like a reasonable thing? Like, I feel like maybe we're in totally different areas of the internet, maybe, but like I think that it's a reasonable take for people to say that like, yes, I think that this is a bad person, but I don't want them to get raped. Like, there's actually a ton of discourse around this where people are like, I hope that this person gets raped in prison or whatever. There's actually a lot of discourse around like people like not thinking that that's acceptable. Like that's actually a pretty, in my opinion, a pretty frequent conversation. Maybe it's because I'm like around like more political discourse or whatever, but that's actually like a frequent conversation. I feel like I don't think that like somebody just saying like, oh, this person is, this person is a groomer or whatever the fuck. I think that we should rape them. I don't know if that really makes sense. Wait, who's fighting? Who's fighting? You guys stop.
Proven that this person is a child groomer, like straight up.
The video that she is referring to, where she got or actually it's the video right before mine. So the video she got of the clip of me was in a video going after me, and then right before that, he goes into more detail about her.
Let me know if something good happens.
Irrelevant of whether or not she actually is a groomer, I have no idea. The point I'm getting across is she's defending somebody using Viacquay as a source to do so. The Viacquay being the same person that is accusing Caitlin Coy of being a groomer. Irrelevant of whether or not it's true. Like that's my point. And so like that's a little weird to me.
I can see the selectiveness. Also, I mean, let's be honest.
I guess.
Part of the problem is that it's like Sai's not associated to Viacquay, but she's like, well, he's like a 17-year-old kid that Lio was
18.
in the fight. It's like he's not a child for a start. Secondly, he's a massive fucking troll, and he runs ops on people all the fucking time. It's like a weird, like there's no what's the word for it? It's a really weird thing to be like the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of stuff when it comes to Viacquay, because you're complaining about trolls when Viacquay has objectively done worse things than
Viacquay has claimed that I've heard the claim that Viacquay has claimed that he killed a girl down this flight of stairs. I also know, and again, I see people in chat saying it. I still don't defend the I don't know who the fuck Fox Azure is, and if I find out who they are, I'll just fucking kick them from my server. I don't really give a shit. I don't like them. Why the fuck would I do that?
I'll defend him. He pays me $100 a month.
Okay, that's okay. Biased. There you go. Almost said based, but no bias.
Yep.
But here's the other thing, and this is where I leverage. Does everyone remember the Jonkler call? Does everyone remember Himpleton?
Speak of the devil, guys. Wow, ironic. Okay, let's go forward a little bit more.
Claudia and I don't always agree eye to eye on who the people I talk to. I'll be honest, one of them was Sai. Cloudy aptly said, Sai's gonna bite me in the ass. And I said, you know what? I want to give him a chance.
No way.
Yeah.
This is so... I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. Because I think that, like, this is just realistically a natural evolution of just, like... I said it at the beginning, and it comes across, and soy. I totally understand. Everybody put on your soy hat for a second. I'm like Nero. I can see all timelines simultaneously at once because I've lived it, okay? Because I've lived it. All right? To be really fucking soy for a second, this just sounds like a bunch of, like, people who are mad that, like, an older, like, lesbian woman who doesn't really fit their demographic of creator, like, said something about something that they didn't like. That's what it comes across like. Because, like, I've had conversations with people where I know that they're just, like, turning their ears off because they're assuming things about me because of the way that I present or because of what I am. I've had that happen to me before. You know, now and in the past, of course. And there's just, like, this is just, like, my opinion. I obviously can't mind read any of these people, but it just seems like Sai is like an outsider, right? Like, Sai isn't like a commentary bro. Sai is kind of like an older lesbian. And Sai, you talk very autistically. I love you so much. You're a little blunt sometimes and a little hard to read. So I think that it was just like a combination of factors where it was just like, I don't know if there was a way that it could have been phrased or even worded where it would have been received well. Just because of like who it was coming from. I think it's just as like an outsider, quote unquote. And I would believe, truthfully, that there's like a little bit of it. It's like, what is this woman coming in here like crashing out about rape about? Like, this is like our space. These are the kind of jokes that we make. Why is this woman getting upset about this? I'm not accusing anybody of being like deeply evilly misogynistic or anything like that, but that's like the vibe that I get. That's just generally my read. Obviously, at the end of the day, like I've said like many times, I think the whole thing is like fucking stupid. But just, I mean, I think truly that there's a little bit of that in there. It's a combination of many, many, many things. There's a lot of things going on. There's, you know, previous former beef. There's current beef. There's a shit ton of lore. There's a shit ton of people involved. There's a culture clash. There's the fact that Sai is like not the target demographic for this kind of content. There's the fact that there's people from like the old internet that engage in really, really, really weird kind of behavior online. Like, there's just a lot of shit going on all at the same time. And I think that it's stupid to pretend that like that might not be something that's involved. I think that might be a component of it, and that's just my opinion. And that's very soy of me. I completely agree. But I think that's certainly a component of it because, like, truthfully, and I'll soy out a little bit more. Way back in the day, being a woman and being in like a quote unquote boys club is like actually really difficult, and it certainly can be. It certainly can be, where like your criticisms or like your issues are not really taken seriously, because it's like, oh, well, you're just being sensitive. This is just kind of how we are. Even if your criticism is valid and it's worth like saying like, no, I don't think this is appropriate. Like that certainly is something that happened. And I'm not, again, I cannot peer into the souls of others. I don't know if that was like what they were thinking or like what they were even really doing, but that's how it reads to me. And that's just my opinion on it. And like I said, at the end of the day, anybody taking this very seriously is doing this wrong because this is just content. That's what it is. It's for everybody to give their opinion, to get their memes in, to say their shit, and then we just release it back into the wild where it belongs. And I don't take any of this stuff very seriously, but I will have a serious conversation about this. If anybody wants to have a serious conversation about it, I'm fine to do that. But again, like I said earlier, it's kind of like a know thy audience kind of situation where I don't think that like soying the fuck out about it would really get anywhere anyway, right? Where even if somebody said like, I do want to have a really serious conversation about this, I don't even really know if it would be worth it. In the same way where like, I will never bring up like the tactical they theming because it's not going to go anywhere. It's not really worth fighting over. But I will say, in my opinion, I get that vibe because I have been in that position before and it kind of feels that
Malcolm
way.
has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Rosell Donatet $1 amb 99 centaus trucs superchat. Make l'en fight in B-C.
Thank you very much for the $1.99. Everybody witness Rosie. I'll do you one better because guess what? We've been having girl time for a very long time. I have to go and spend time with my wife, you guys, but you'll never guess what's going on right now. Seska is streaming right now, and do you know what Seska wants to do? Scream at Lyo Kittens. So if Seska wants to arm twist somebody onto stream to argue about the Lyo stuff, Seska will do that. Seska's your bitch, okay? we're going to have more girl time on Saturday. Saturday morning, we'll do a little bit of girl time. Just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. And then if shit gets like really crazy, if you guys like get really crazy, maybe I'll do some tomorrow. But we'll do a little bit on Saturday morning, okay? You guys have been very, 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 very generous today. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody that came and spent some time with me. I appreciate everybody like dialing it down. I really appreciate that everybody has dialed it down a little bit. I'm glad that we're kind of recentering, working on our deep breaths. I love you guys a lot. Thank you again very much for spending time with me. I always enjoy our girl time. I hope that everybody has a wonderful 4th of July. Be really careful with fireworks. Please don't blow shit up. Don't start a wildfire or any of that. Go and give Seska all of your best transphobic jokes. She loves them. I love you guys so much. Really appreciate you. I will see you later, alligators. I will ping in the Discord when I'm ready. Hug, hug, kiss, kiss, XOXO.